In this video, we're going to share 8 tips with you on how you can make quality content that can go viral on YouTube using captions. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. And if you're new here and you want to learn about tips and tools on making online video easy for you as a beginner, we welcome you to the show. And as we said in our opening this morning, we're going to be talking about 8 tips on how to make quality content that can go viral on YouTube using Captions AI. And so if you're new here this morning, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag Team Live in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag Team Replay in the comments section. And so we're excited this morning to get into this content. We're going to share some tutorials and some presentations on Captions AI, which is something I've been using quite a while as part of my short form video strategy through clips and shorts and reels on other platforms. And so I just wanted to share with you just some of the behind the scenes of the tools that we're using. And in particular, those of you who are over the age of 50 as content creators who are creating content either on YouTube or LinkedIn or Instagram or TikTok. We just want to get into this content this morning. So without further ado, let's fire up the stream deck and let's get into this content because we're talking about Captions AI. Captions AI, of course, is a mobile app that is on either your iPhone or your Android that can be downloaded, and you can be able to upload videos that you've recorded and be able to turn them into micro content that can get you more views and potentially go viral through the use of captions. Not only does Captions have a mobile app, but they recently released their desktop of Captions, which we're going to be sharing here on the Huddle this morning, so you can just kind of get a behind the scenes of how it works and just kind of go into some of the additional features that the mobile app has. So without further ado, grab a pen, grab a pad. Let's go to work as we talk about Captions helping you as a content creator over 50 be able to create quality content that can go viral on YouTube or the platform you're on. So tip number 1, let's talk about the desktop version of Captions. And once we go through these 3 points, we're going to click over and go actually into the desktop and kind of give you some behind the scenes of what we're doing, because I primarily create most of my content on the mobile app, but we just started also using the desktop in preparation for this presentation. And so let's kind of go over some of the things. So when you go to Captions on the desktop, you're going to see a couple of things, some desktop features. You're going to see the ability to upload videos. Now, this is provided that you already have an account with Captions through their mobile app. And so it does give you a couple of ways. Let me back up. It gives you a couple of ways how to access it, whether through your email, through Apple, or if you choose not to want to access it through any of those ways, it gives you an alternative way where I primarily just put into my telephone, my mobile phone, and then it sends me a code and I get access into the desktop. And once I get into the desktop, I see these 3 features. These 3 features of being able to upload videos, which is primarily something we all use as content creators using Captions. We also have the ability to create AI shorts, which is being able to create multiple clips from a longer form video or live stream that you've done in the past. So you no longer, as a content creator, have to create one piece of content and then just move on to the next. This is a great feature from a repurposing standpoint, in being able to repurpose your content, save time, and get multiple clips. And we'll get more into in terms of how many clips you can get out of AI shorts. And then the other feature it has is AI ads, where you can be able to create ads through captions for, maybe you want to create your own ads to promote a digital product that you have. You want to create ads to promote, merchandise that you have. You want to create ads for a particular new book that you're going to release. Captions gives you the ability through their AI generated feature to create ads to support yourself as a content creator. So this is a great feature to be able to use when you're a content creator over the age of 50 who wants to create quality content that can go viral. So those are the desktop features right there. Those are the desktop. And then once you know, look at those desktops, then the next session on that same page is the projects. So with your projects, you're going to see your most recent history of content that you've uploaded to the desktop. And that's done either through, as we said, through uploaded videos or through AI shorts. However, it's important to be mindful that the content that you've created under projects under the mobile app does not sync. I've not been able to find a way to sync into the desktop. It really took some time because I created quite a bit of content on the mobile side through my phone, but it doesn't sync into the desktop. And so that is one important issue that I really want to see Captions AI address, especially when you have other pieces of content on the mobile app and you don't have to go through additional steps to have to connect your phone to your laptop, and then you got to move content from the phone over to the laptop. That's too many additional steps. And so on the replay, I'm really hoping that the individuals from Captions, if you see this video being uploaded on YouTube, that you really take that in note and really add that as a feature. And definitely, I'm going to add that in my feedback suggestion on Captions to want it see the mobile and the desktop sync together in terms of projects. That is definitely going to help with productivity. That's going to help with saving time. Most importantly, it's going to help save money as well. Because the time that you spend trying to do something, trying to find a hack or a workaround, that's going to cost you time and money. And so I really love the desktop and mobile app version of Captions, and it's important that you have this sync. But from a desktop user, if you are a person who does not use the mobile app, that's not an issue for you. However, if you end up using the mobile app in concert with the desktop, that's where you're going to run into that one issue. So good important tip to be mindful of. Then when you go into your individual video from the project section, you'll see the template section, you'll see the caption section, you'll see the audio section, which has only one feature of denoise. So if you create a video that has quite a bit of quite a bit of background noise from maybe the landscapers, background noise from family members that come into your creative space and having a conversation, they don't realize that the conversation is getting a little louder than what it should be. Well, you can be able to remove that background noise. through what's called denoise. And then you have effects, which they have one particular feature on the desktop called eye contact. Now, I've used the eye contact feature in the past on the mobile app, um, but I just don't really like it. I agree with most people. When you are focusing on a second monitor or reading notes, or just you have to turn your eyes away from the camera, because you're trying to turn your attention to something else while you are recording your video or going live doing your live stream, kind of really makes it look creepy where your eyes jumping back and forth. And so, but if you're looking at the camera and you from time to time do drift, the eye contact feature can be a good feature to have. We're talking about 8 great tips this morning that's going to help you to make quality content that can go viral on YouTube or the platform that you create content on. And so if you're joining me this morning, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag Team Live in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag Team Replay in the comment section. If you are a person who uses AI tools, such as Captions or someone else like CapCut, let me know in the chat what you use, and in particular, what are some of the advantages that you are getting from it, and what are some of the things that you want to see improved with it, and what's been your experience with Captions. And while you're doing that, click that thumbs up button for me. Share this on your favorite social media platform. Let's continue. Let's continue. And so we're going to stop right here. I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. And then what I'm going to do, boom, is going to take this over here. All right. And so then now what I'm going to do is go back to screen share. Let's go back to screen share. There we go. No, don't do it that way. I'll just use my Stream Deck. I'll use my Stream Deck. All right. Okay. Okay, that is Captions. I think that's the one we want. Okay. And Chrome tab, yes. Okay. All right, wait, just in case. Boom. All right. So now you should see my screen for, yes, my caption screen. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little bigger and make myself a little smaller because I want you to see some important information here. So I'm putting myself at the bottom. So we talked about in terms of when you first come on to the caption screen, you see the 3 features of uploading videos, which is primarily used. You see the creating of AI shorts, and then you see in terms of generating ads. So here are the project sections of my most recent content that's been created through individuals that I've uploaded, and then also with creating AI shorts, which we did from last week's video. And so let's start there first under the AI shorts. And so this here in particular gave me about 9 clips from a 45 to 50-minute video. A couple of things to point out when you are doing a lot of screen sharing with Captions, and with in particular Captions. So I'm not going to speak on any other types of AI editing software, but with Captions, when you're sharing screens, the AI, from what I'm seeing here, is not consistent with being able to lock you. And as I said in my opening this morning, we're going to talk about 7 ways on how AI tools can simplify your creative workflow as a content creator over the age of 50. That's right. I said it, over the age of 50. Today, I want to talk to content creators who are in my age demographic, who who've been creating content. And as I said, so that's a good quality clip there that I can use. But as you can see from the others of the other 8 that it gave me, it's kind of pulling different clips within the video, and it doesn't have me centered. So it causes me to have to do some additional work on it, and it causes me to either have to redo it or redo the video by repurposing it so that way I'm centered all the way. So it does cause me to do some additional work from a desktop, and I've tested this on the desktop and I've tested this on the mobile. So if you are a person like me who does a lot of screen sharing, it is important to make sure that when you upload your content into Captions, whether desktop or mobile, which we'll get more into mobile later, that you make sure that you are centered and focused on, so that way you don't have other clips that end up being pulled, because now these are clips that unfortunately now that gonna cause me to do some additional work. Um, in terms of time frame, it took roughly about, maybe, because this was a 45 to 50-minute long form video, it came back within a 10 to 15-minute period. A lot of the clips I wanted in 30 seconds, and they came back pretty quickly. And so as long as you are recording your talking head, and you're not doing a lot of screen sharing and it's just you, you're gonna get some good quality viral potential clips to be able to use on YouTube, to be able to use on Instagram, and to be able to use on the platform of your choice. So wanted to show you that first. Now, as a result, um, of the AI clips, you also have individual videos you can do. And so I've did a couple of individual videos that I was working on. As you upload them, there's your time frame. So if I go into here, so here's your individual videos. We talked about the features of, in terms of the templates. We talked about the different forms of captions that you can add. With mobile Captions, this is very limited compared to the mobile app. They put a lot of more emphasis on different forms of captions and styles and colors on the mobile app than they do to the desktop. So I'm hoping that they would sync this to make this consistent, um, so that way you can, rather, if you are a mobile app user and you are on your desktop, you want to be able to pull from existing content and being able to have an overall quality experience in using their platform. Audio, as we talked about, it only has the one feature of the denoise, removing the background. Okay, so none of the clips that I had any issues where I had any unnecessary background removing of noise. They have the effects, which we talked about, the eye contact. And so for the most part, that there is the desktop version of Captions and what you're using. And as we get more into this presentation, I'll get more into who I believe is the desktop version for, and who is the mobile app version more for. There's, you can clearly see they're very specific in terms of how they're designing this for particular creators who create more on desktop, and there are creators who are mobile. So we're going to stop right there, do some screen sharing. If you're just joining me, let me know in the chat where you're watching me from. Give me a hashtag team live in the chat. And if you're watching the replay up to this point, give me a hashtag team replay. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to go back to my Canva presentation, as I'm waiting for some team lives. And if you have a comment, put a C in front of the comment. And if you have a question, put a Q in front of the question. And because I want to screen share my boom, and we're going to go there. Okay, perfect. I got this back. I'm going to put myself right here. Perfect. So we've covered those three aspects of the desktop. Let's now move on to the mobile feature. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a device where I can hook up my mobile phone. So I'm just going to kind of share some additional features that the mobile app has that the desktop doesn't have. Because if you are a mobile creator, you are a person who wants to create more from your cell phone there, because there are content creators who create primarily just from their mobile phone. These are some features that additional that would be appealing to you, such as AI ads, which we talked about in the desktop. So that's consistent here on the mobile. But here's what the mobile offers that the desktop doesn't. The mobile offers AI creators. And I looked into this and I said, AI creators, what is this? And so what this simply is if you're a person just starting out on YouTube and you need some help on creating your first video, you need help on pressing record, AI creators will create a mock video for you on how your talking head video should be. You're basically going to have to enter some information about what the title of the video is about, your 3 points, who the target audience is. And we talked about last week in terms of with AI tools, it's a collaborative dialogue where you're giving specific descriptive information regarding your prompt, so that way the video can come back to you from the AI recommendation. So it creates a mocked video that you can use as a template, or if you just want to create a brand new video and use it in another form as a part of your content strategy to promote your brand, to promote your online presence, the AI creator is there. Then they have AI dubbing, which the desktop has along with the mobile app. And this gives you the ability to translate the captions into another language. This also gives you the ability to translate your voice into another language. So if you are looking to be able to share your content to individuals who speak Spanish, French, or Portuguese, or uh, Greek, they have multiple languages that you can use the AI dubbing for translating captions or translating your voice. So that's another great feature. AI Shorts, which desktop has. Here's what I found interesting with the mobile app versus the desktop. So when I did the AI Shorts on the mobile app, I did a video that was about 30 minutes that was a previous interview that I did with Benji Travis from Video Influencers, a gentleman who has over 2 million subscribers and over 1 billion views. That's about a 35-minute interview. It gave me 5 clips. Again, same issue in terms of when you're doing interviews or screen sharing. Had that issue where now I have to go back and do some additional work, but I was able to pull one clip. So whether if you're on the mobile or the desktop, you want to have a straight talking head. And so when I finish this here, when we get into the AI Shorts, I'll share a clip from that. But gave me 5. Desktop, however, gave me 9. Gave me 9. So I thought that was interesting. So I'm going to keep testing out to see, is that 5 always going to be a consistent amongst the mobile and the desktop giving you more. So we'll see. Other features that it have, teleprompter. So if you want to have a type of teleprompter to use from your mobile phone while you're creating your talking head video, gives you the ability to do that. gives you the ability to create your scripts. So if you need help with creating your script, the AI generator will help you that. And they have quite a bit of other features as well. But that's on the mobile. Clearly, you can see Captions is really leaning in on the mobile side, and they're still developing the desktop there. When you get now over to the projects, similar, just like the desktop, you're going to have your recent history. And for me, most of all my content is on the mobile side. It's on the mobile side. And so it'll show my recent uploaded videos. It'll show my AI shorts. But again, it's not synced to the desktop and the mobile. And that's something that I really, really want to see Captions address, because I may want to pull some content that I did on that I had to do on mobile that I need to do some further work on when I get home on my desktop. So I really want to see that synced. Now, if there's anyone watching live here in the chat, if you found a way, if you found a power tip on being able to sync the desktop to the mobile, please let me know. And if you're watching the replay, please let me know in the replay as well. Okay, we are continuing. And then once you click onto an individual video, you're going to see a whole store of goodies on being able to enhance your video clips, whether if this is through AI shorts or individual uploaded video, from Captions to zoom in and zoom out, which the desktop feature did not have. You have the denoise audio, similar to like the desktop, but along with the mobile, you have the ability to add music, you have the ability to do voiceover, you have the ability to do trimming, you have the ability to scale the size of your video, and a lot additional other things. And so on the video feature side with the mobile, you can see all of the goodies are in the mobile side. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this tutorial on Captions AI, on how to be able to make quality content that's going to go viral on YouTube using Captions, do me a favor, click that like button for me, share this on your favorite social media platform. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, click the alert notification button, join the conversation in the chat or the comment section, and help us this morning as we are on the march to 400. We are at, I think this morning at 382. So we are about 18 more subscribers who are looking to be a part of the Huddle community, who are interested in learning about tips and tools on making online easy for you as a beginner. So if that's you, click that subscribe button and let's continue on. And so let's talk a little about the AI shorts, which is either on mobile app or desktop. And, you know, who is this feature? And we talked about making viral content that can go viral, and you can do this through AI shorts. It saves time. It's going to help you with productivity, but you can go back and look at past content that you've created, past live streams that you created, past videos that you've created, primarily on YouTube, because that's the platform we're on. Or if you want to create a long form piece of content and then chop it up into smaller clips for a shorts channel. There are individuals particularly who just want to create a channel that's all just with short form clips. You can do that. Or if you want to create micro content with the mobile app, it gives you the ability to resize and crop the videos. So maybe you want to do it for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok. Gives you the ability to make micro content. Again, time frame, when I did it on the mobile app, it took a little longer for some reason. On the desktop, 10 to 15 minutes. This took about 20 to 25. Now, maybe because I turned my head and wasn't paying attention, maybe it came back a lot sooner. So I'm going to have to really look into that. But again, the amount of clips that I got on the mobile versus the desktop was very interesting because I uploaded a longer form video on the desktop. So maybe what I'm thinking, the longer the video, the more clips that you can get. But from videos that I've seen and heard, it seems that the mobile does have a cap at 5, but desktops gives you more. And so if they're going to put more emphasis on AI shorts on the desktop, they need to put more emphasis in syncing your projects together, which is something I really want to see them do. I know there are other AI tools for video editing like Opus Clips, there's CapCut, but right now we're using Captions. I also have an account with Opus Clips, so we're definitely going to dive deep into that. And at some point at a later live stream, we're going to do a comparison. We're going to do a comparison between Opus Clips and AI tools, but the amount of clips, you can definitely see a difference there. And so let me just share, as a result of after going and doing that live stream, let me share this video from a previous piece of content that I did that you could that I've posted to my shorts that I want you to check out.
Well, the first thing I would say is I wouldn't want to change anything. One thing I've realized about life is the adversity, the mistakes, the ups and downs. That's what makes the person. That's what builds the character. And that's what hardens us for future challenges.
So there you have it. So being able to generate those clips, I took one of the best out of the 5, uploaded it into a short. And again, the AI, definitely have to look at what adjustments we need to make so that way either I'm focusing on myself as the host, or if I'm focusing more on my guests, the clips can come out so that way they have the potential of going viral on the platform that I'm using. And AI Shorts is definitely a tool that you can use within Captions, and that's used in most AI videos, video editors. That's going to help you save the time, the productivity, and the money, and to most importantly, help you to grow your channel and get more views. And so just want to share that clip there. And so let's move on to tip number 8, which is my final word. My final word here on Captions. Who is the mobile app for, in my opinion, and what are the advantages, and who is the desktop version for, and what are the advantages? We talked within the presentation with the mobile user. You're getting so many additional tools and features, and clearly it's for the mobile creator. They are content creators who primarily create videos, and they just primarily just use their iPhone or their Android. And so the Captions is definitely for the mobile content creator, who is on the road, and maybe you're doing you're a travel channel, you are a person who is creating outdoor content, or you're just doing talking head videos and you're using the mobile app. You don't have a lot of the equipment, the expensive Ensure 7 microphone. You don't have the latest DSLR or mirrorless camera from a Sony to a Canon. You just have your phone. You're starting with what you have. If that's you, Captions AI is for you, on the mobile app. Now, from the desktop, if you are a person who's just specifically interested in just creating multiple clips through AI shorts, then the desktop is for that type of content creator. That's all their primarily use of what they're using it for. You're not really interested in all these additional features. But if you're interested in just primarily just making multiple clips, Captions AI is the version of the desktop you want to use. Me personally, though I'm on the mobile, I want both. I'm give me my cake and my ice cream. So they're definitely going to hear about it from me in the feedback on syncing the projects together, syncing the additional features together on desk and mobile, because they got something here. Yes, I know from a desktop standpoint, and I had a conversation with another content creator who was doing some tutorial on Opus Clips, and one of the questions that I asked was, the features that are on the desktop of Opus Clips, is it available also in mobile? And he said at this moment it is in progress, it is in work. So they haven't got it there yet the way they have it on the desktop and all the features that it asks on the desktop. But it's with Captions, they're the opposite. They have all these great tools and features in the mobile app, but they don't have it on the desktop. So clearly you can see they're both companies have work to do. But hey, you can't go wrong with either one. And if you feel that you want more than AI shorts as a desktop user, this video is not sponsored by Captions, so I can say this. This is an honest, open review. I'm sharing the positives and the negatives about Captions. And if the desktop version doesn't give you what you want, then yes, you maybe want to go to Opus Clips. But if you are that mobile content creator who wants those features and who does not mind the additional steps to be able to upload to your desktop, then the Captions app is going to be good. Speaking of the angel of the creator that I was talking about, who is sharing some insightful information about the Opus Clips and the advantages on the desktops and the mobile, here he is right now. So we can hear it right now from the, pardon the expression, but the horse's mouth, because this man truly is a thoroughbred. But I, to give the right analogy, says there will not be parity between the mobile and the desktop versions. The mobile will always have more features. Yes, James, I understand that. And maybe I need to bring you on, get you to check your calendar and have you come on maybe next week and we can go further into this. But I think there should be some syncing, at least in the projects. So the projects, and I'm speaking primarily from Captions. And, as I said, I'll check with you in the chat offline and see what your schedule is. The syncing, so at whatever projects that I create in the mobile aspect of it, it's available to me in the desktop. Now, maybe the features that the mobile side has are not available, but at least my projects are available without me having to go through my Google Drive or my OneDrive and then upload it and go through all of that. At least they should, platform should at least have us the ability to do that. But I understand what you're saying. We are living in a mobile world where most and majority of all content is consumed mobilely. Great point. James goes on to say, the teleprompter feature of Captions is nice. Okay, cool. I've yet to try it out. But I've tried out the script. I've tried out the AI dubbing. But I'll definitely try the teleprompter. And I understand, like I said, we're living in a content creation society where consumers primarily consume their content on mobile. So you want to be able to make content that is appealing for content creators on mobile. This is under NDA with the company. Okay. NDA. You okay? Got you. With the company, can't be say a lot. Truly understand that. Respect that. Gotta keep you to where you need to be, so you don't have no issues. But definitely we will talk offline. I want to definitely get your feedback more. We'll, like we did one for Captions, and so instead of me trying to put something together for Opus, I will just bring you on as the representative of Opus and let you present in terms of what Opus has, because as you can see, we are doing some pivoting here on the Huddle. We're getting more into AI tools. We're getting more into AI features. Last week, we talked about the different tools and features and benefits of using AI tools. And so this is a behind the scenes of just one of the AI tools that I'm using, creating my micro content short clips. And if you were not here earlier, just gonna give you a snapshot of, when you take the time and put together some micro content from past videos, past live streams that are long form, you can be able to come up with some great clips. So here is a snippet of what we produced in our latest short.
Well, the first thing I would say is I wouldn't want to change anything. One thing I've realized about life is the adversity, the mistakes, the ups and downs. That's what makes the person. That's what builds the character. And that's what hardens us for future challenges.
So there is a snippet of our recent interview we did many years ago with Benji Travis from Video Influencers, co-author of YouTube Secrets. Was probably one of my biggest highlights as a small growing YouTuber. And he agreed to come on as someone who was just trying to establish and get their feet wet in content creation. And so kind of going back, pulling some old videos. So we're looking at, some video interviews that we did with Dan Courier from host of People with Video and Creators Fundamental. We're going to pull some content from Jeff Bartz from Story Greenlight, Dale Roberts from Self-Publishing with Dale. Go back and pull and make those into some micro quality content we're hoping will go viral. And so we just want to share that with you. And if you want to check out that short, you can go to the YouTube channel, The Huddle with Walter Strong, and you can check out that and more there. All right. So let's get into summary. Summary, we've talked about the desktop version of Opus Clips and the projects and its video features. We've talked about the desktop features on Captions. We've talked about the mobile aspect of it, the projects, the features, and the features going into the individual video. We talked a little about AI shorts, and we just kind of gave our final word. If you have any additional questions or comments, put a C in front of the comment, Q in front of the question. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, is our presentation on Captions AI, the desktop and the mobile. I could have easily did this in a two-parter and did one for desktop, one for mobile, but I figured it was best to just kind of put it all together and just do one tutorial on that. James definitely brought up a great point in terms of parity. You're always going to see more of the features on the mobile side than on the desktop. Me, as a person who is using AI tools, as you create that library of content under those projects history, to be able to have it available on desktop or mobile, I think that's a great feature to have. Now, James, if you can, we will talk offline, and if that's something that Opus Clips offer, then that's going to put Captions at a disadvantage, because as much as I love using Captions, if I have to, and I have my account with Opus, but I tend to use Captions more. So it's not like I don't have an account with Opus. I do have one, but right now I'm primarily using a lot of my stuff on Captions. So, but great point in terms of it. Those of you who are in the live chat, if you don't have something you want to add here to this discussion in the chat, or if those of you who are watching the replay, when you watch the replay of this, join the conversation in the comment section. Let's keep the conversation going, and we'll go from there. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and bring this train into the station. And next week, we're going to continue this conversation on the importance of why you, as a content creator over the age of 50, need to be using AI tools to help you to be able to have a creative workflow that's going to help you to create great quality content and micro content, short form content that's going to go viral. So we're going to continue in on this series. Other than that, I want to thank my man James for jumping in this morning. He is on the West Coast. And I want to thank those of you who've been watching live this morning. Again, join us in our march to 400. We're at 18 subscribers, short of 18 subscribers to 400. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, click the alert notification button, join the conversation in the live chat or the comment section. And we will see you next week here on the Huddle.